Hi, David Erdos with poem 93 from David's COVID 2020 vision, The Wrong Song. I was never on Twitter before, but now each cyberbird spikes through singing. The song is frantic now at the dramas that confirm and condemn daily fears. Whether they be those of the held, the victimised and browbeaten, or those who can't understand how the ingrates who squeeze each day's script still write here. As I read through the screen, the chronic moron, Priti Patel, speaks false volumes. She doesn't even deserve simple rhyming, what with the vapidity of her spiel. Apologising once more for the horrors of the Windrush scandal, it takes a TV film to remind her that real human lives lost appeal. As Stephen S. Thompson's film sparks fresh pain after Patrick Robinson's fine performance, the story of Anthony Bryan provides another British counterpart for George Floyd, killed while alive and forced onto a path unimagined. Patel careens across the bandwagon, suddenly aware of the colours that she has done her part to destroy. Just 3 days before, she sneered hard at the civil rights protest, but now Black Lives Matter, she tries like a child to implore. Just the sight of her name sends me into a spiral, as do the others with whom she is bound. BJ, DC, JM, tweet, delete them. Would we could cut them as they bastardise the profound. But we won't, or we can't. Their hold is too strong on the keyboard. Even if theirs is an untuned piano, it still drowns out riot squall, simply because it can play, especially while no one can hear it, and continue to compose devilled music that seeks to overture darkened calls. It is a time in which birds, having sung their songs, die like fire. Their wings are ripped, wrenched and twisted until the sad form falls, crushed by fate. And so we greet a world on the warp, fueled by its muzzle-toff cocktails, in which Trump supporters see explosive Jews as fresh bait. The phrase came out as 2 words on a CNN image. Replacing Molotov seemed decisive, or did the software mistype? The scent of prejudice rises fast from the cake of hate summer baking. As cookery shows form religions and the crumbs left for songbirds cast a poisonous theme across flight. Twitter, while brisk, is such a mix of strange musics, with each progressive voice fusing with that of the inane, its wrong song, or perhaps the old form of musique concrète, as once prized by Frank Zappa. A montage of scraped and currently tapped atmospherics that seek to tame beast and rouse throng. I hear it as PP performs her out-of-tune screech and Trump leaks and prattles. Unable to preside, he provides the odour and ordure of a corrupted bowel, gassing us. Minneapolis cries out through its name for the end of its active police force. It seeks revolution and its own people's state, based on trust. If something like that happened there, the world would truly have science fiction. It's far more likely he'll nuke them to make a George Floyd dome or hot zone. For this is the way the world is. Communication caught within frenzy. Sharp shards of song, splinters sent to pierce and scratch those alone, and never bring ease. Those times to relax seem so distant. Now every new ping speaks of chaos, and each orchestra's tuning sets ears to rattle with truth arpeggiated and percussion's demand made from bone. We have continued to hear the wrong song throughout this new coronica genre. It is an electronica whose home system has blistered each hand and ear and each eye. There was even talk of a knighthood today for Dominic F. King Cummings. Christ, even Don Giovanni would bridle when those exposed by transgressions on the scale he strode receive prize. The nest has been fouled. The bird has flown, Lennon sang. But we also need old John Barry. Born free. I hear it. But in what state, I ask, will we die? David Erdos, June the 9th, 2020.